had to cut that back a little so I could have room to put the form in to get it exactly 1 foot to the wall, so it would line up with that. Alright guys, we are ready to fill in this last gap. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and tackle this part. Got this done last weekend. Turned out pretty good. Alright guys, I've got everything set up got my wood over there for the span. It's gonna be about 5 inches, roughly, 6 along the edges. We're gonna get started. Alright guys, unfortunately the camera died and I was completely drenched and dirty, and I was not really in a position to head back inside to grab the GoPro. Slab's about 20 hours old. You'll notice the weird finish on it. It's still drying, so, but I was able to get it done. It looks a little low on that corner. That's just where I set the little bevel. I was just pushed in a little too hard. It probably could have used a little bit more on that back corner, but other than that, it's fine. So in this back section, I'm going to just be, I'm just going to put these pavers back in. I'll of course level this out after I remove the wood, and I'll have it right up to where my 2-inch conduit goes down, and I'll just fill this, I'll level this out and fill this in with some rock or something. Now on the other side, I'm planning on doing the same thing I did over here. Obviously I got to pull all this stuff out away from the wall. You can see I've got some pavers kind of already against the wall on that back side, so I'll mimic the design over here, and I'll come out to probably about here, because this is where my plumbing starts on the back of the house, and then of course goes out that way under the slab, and there's a clean out eye installed. So that's one of the reasons I didn't bother having the concrete guys do all this at once, because I've kind of had an idea from the beginning on how I wanted this to go down, and so far everything's going according to plan. So but this particular section I don't think I'm gonna mess with for the rest of the year, to be honest with you. It's probably gonna fall into next year. I'll fill in that low spot there so water doesn't get in underneath everything, but we'll see. So what I'm doing here is kind of a longer term temporary deal. This looks much higher than it is. It's not that. I'm just gonna fill in behind there and fill in those blocks, level it out enough. You see, I'll get it level enough. I wish I could go a little higher, but this kind of is what it is. It's gonna be better than it was. That way I'll have a little bit less water intrusion. And what I did to stop the cinder blocks from moving, those are about 2 foot long galvanized fence posts. I have got like 20 or so extra pieces I cut off the old fence when I installed it. I just hammered them down in there. So that should work for a decent amount of time. Alright guys, that's about what I came up with. Like I said, it's just kind of a long-term temporary thing, so I put those pipes in there. It's nothing that can't be fixed if they do start to budge out again. I wasn't going to bother digging this out and continuing this wall or anything. Now that will happen at some point, possibly, when I wind up tearing this down and extending the slab that way in putting up a new building. I may extend the wall a little bit, but it's not going to go the whole length, of course. It's really just here because of the difference in ground height. 126.71. That's when they did that. And this is what we've got now. Obviously I'm slowly working on getting that wall and dirt moved around. This is what we did yesterday. It's about 24 hours old now. It's about 17.5 bags of Quikrete. I've still got to level this back side out and put these stones back in, but you see the finish is a little, it's still drying. The finish is a little wavy, but it's nothing that I can't clean up. You can sand concrete down. So guys, that about does it for this part of the project. It'll probably be a while until you see any more of this, or a video specifically about this. We'll be getting back in the garage soon enough, and of course working out here soon enough. Colder weather is coming, so this may not be interesting to anybody. I get it. So guys, as always, thanks for sticking around, and thanks for watching.